I think that lets you cut a land, although I don't think he did. I think most of us run 22, but I would probably run 21 if I was.
They usually run more because they usually have more Hellkites, I think. And they have Healing Crucible, and he isn't playing that.
Okay.
So the black control deck leads with the Blood Crypt, and the mono red deck doesn't have a 1-drop.
It's rough.
Yeah.
On the play against no 1-drop.
Oh, Sign in Blood myself.
Ooh. Dean may not know exactly what he's up against, but that said, when your opponent missed the 1-drop, I don't even think this is the.
No, not at all. Not that bad.
You're hoping to curve into like a turn 3 Liliana, maybe a removal spell, or
looks like he has a Searing Spear and a Thragtusk in hand, and a Grimoire. Maybe we'll see that go crazy this game.
I'd like to see some Grimoire.
Ash Zealot, Dean down to 16 here.
Ash Zealot, such a great card. Big fan.
Yes. Dean's creatures are just very good in this matchup.
Yes. Main deck Vampire Nighthawk is not something the red deck generally wants to have to get through. Even though he's reasonably well equipped with volleys and spears, it's not anything he ever enters efficiently.
Yeah, game 3 discard a card is still very good. Yep. Dean, Searing Spears down to Ash Zealot in combat, and Henry has a Pirate Heartwolf to follow up, which actually is pretty good against Dean.
Yeah. It's not a creature he can answer especially well, and he certainly can't block it. His deck is super creature light.
Yeah.
So if he can get going with some friends, pretty big threat.
Yes.
That said, Curse of the Pierce Tart's probably not going to do it.
No, not quite. So it looks like Fireheart Wolf in for 1, Rakdos Cackler Unleashed joining it. Let's see if it has any other friends.
Looks like a no. He's holding open Searing Spear. He hasn't tapped mana for his Cackler yet, I don't think.
Yeah, he has not.
I think I see a Stromkirk Noble in his hand, so he may be debating between holding the Searing Spear or the or casting another 1-drop into this board.
It's interesting. I'm trying to think of what creatures he would need to Searing Spear on site.
I think none. He may be more concerned about the potential of getting Bonfire of the Damned.
Oh, yes.
We know that Dean doesn't have it in his deck, but his opponent does not.
I was trying to figure out what sweeper would go there. Okay, so another Searing Spear takes out the Cackler. And it's probably Thragtusk time.
Yep.
Oh, no, Grimoire.
He's missing the land, it looks like. Maybe not. Maybe he's just like, I'm at 15. I'm not facing a lot of pressure. He passes?
I think that's probably a Grimoire go.
Okay. Yep, so lacking the land.
So it looks like Rakdos Shred Freak is going to join the Pirate Heart Wolf. And 3 damage puts Dean to 12. And Henry could extend the Stromkirk Noble. I think once you see the Grimoire, you're just kind of in a situation where like, I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Let's just try to kill him.
Yeah. One in doubt, get him dead. Mutilate.
Ooh, rapidly punished for the overextension.
Now, to be fair, the Grimoire is still on 0 counters, which is very important. It's 3 counters, and then you can pay a mana, tap it.
I'm sure we can bring Grimoire of the Dead up just for us. I know everyone at home knows exactly what it does.
Or has the internet and Gatherer.
Yeah, but so, we'll get it on screen shortly.
Dean dropping to 10. Dropping to 10. Yep, so it's going to be on the 4th turn. So Cackler into play for Henry?
I don't know. He may just have this Grimoire in play and not be using it for quite a while, I think. Given the way this game is going, he doesn't have a lot of time. He's already shy on mana. If he basically starts using Grimoire, he's stone raining himself pretty much.
Yeah, but not if his mana doesn't matter.
Yeah, not
so Dreadbore kills the Pirate Heart Wolf.
Alright, that's a start.
Yeah.
Now we're passing turn. Do we have a 3rd spear? Or anything like that? No, it looks like we have Staff of Nin, Thragtusk. Vraska. Those are definitely, we don't want those.
So Dean drops to 8. I think you have to charge up the Grimoire. I think you want to charge it up with...
I don't think this is going to be a game where Staff of Nin does any work, so we're probably discarding that. Maybe the Vraska
Searing Spear, Oh boy. We need to get control of this real fast.
Yeah, we pretty much just need to hit the land next turn.
Yep. So, Staff down, Grimoire to 1. Land.
Whoa. 3rd Thragtusk.
That's
for
another
the taunt.
Thragtusk.
Oh.
We drew 3 Thragtusks against Mono Red. How did we lose?
Probably dead.
I think I see a Brimstone Volley, so very, 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 very dead. That one.
Brimstone
had it.
Dean did still have all those. A little bummed to lose that one.
So let's look at some sideboard stuff.
Yeah. Why don't we start with Dean? He has access to some interesting cards. He's got Deathrite Shaman, Tragic Slip. I don't think he'll be boarding in these Slaughter Games, Vraska, Sever the Bloodline, Cremates, those are obviously. But Rakdos' Return is a card I actually might consider.
Really? You'd consider Rakdos' Return, but not Sever the Bloodline?
I don't really like Sever in this matchup. I mean, he saw the Pyreheart Wolf, but I guess we know he has one. His opponent might not.
Yeah, but it's still a kill spell.
Yeah, it's an expensive
like,
one.
it's...
This deck has a lot. That's my concern. Like,
are you boarding in Deathrite Shaman? I guess you saw
No.
Shred Freak, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, like
and it
being
blocks
able to
Noble.
block.
You saw Noble as well, so
That's true.
It's pretty good. I think we're boarding out Grimoire, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I was really hoping to see that one, but I
maybe
agree.
board down Liliana's.
Grimoire, maybe some Lilianas, the Vraska.
Some Sign and Bloods.
I feel like the Vraska probably goes.
Really? Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I get that it is removable, but his deck is
It's a
packed
worse
with a lot of
seller.
1-for-1s. I think he actually just needs more ways to not die rather than more 1-for-1s.
Sure. I would cut 1 or 2 Sign and Bloods. I'd want to draw maybe 1 per game, but never 2.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
If not, if you decide that you don't want to ever draw that card, then you could board them all.
It's probably just the Shamans and Slips is my guess from the sideboard. Maybe brings in the Sever, maybe some Rakdos' Returns. I actually kind of like it just as it's a big finisher, and also you can sometimes strip a card. A lot of people go low on the cards in hand, especially when they have the Shred
I
Freeze.
feel like that's not... Well, the issue with that is, like, this red deck easily, very early, like, the situations where you're going to cast it to hit a card, you're probably not going to have cleared the board. So, like, you're using your turn to clear a card from their hand, not affecting the board.
I don't know. I'm actually not that sure about that. Like in that game, we saw obviously he was a little mana screwed, but like when he was just getting dinked by that Fireheart Wolf for a little while, like a return for 2 or 3 would have been semi-reasonable.
I guess.
In those
I
kind
think
of
that's a
situations.
corner case, though.
Maybe. I'm honestly not sure how the.
I think at that point you could win with like any of your reasonable spells, and it doesn't have to be a Rakdos return.
That's fair.
So I think that these Pillar of Flames are probably going out for Henry.
Sure, they have. He doesn't know that they have basically no targets, but they have basically no target.
I mean,
They
your
have the
opponent played
face.
Grimoire
Yeah.
and Mutilate. There's no way there's targets.
Yeah.
Aside from these Deathrite Shamans that are coming in. But I think we want Arcwing Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Dreadbore that game, Mutilate.
Arcwing Dragon's an excellent card against the sorcery speed removal,
Yep.
for sure, and it flies over Thragtusks.
I think we want Zealous Conscripts. And
Agree.
the thing is, I don't know. I would probably just board in Zealous Conscripts in the dark.
Yeah.
But flashing those Thragtusks at the end is kind of a tell on that.
Yep. To be fair, he had put a Woodland Cemetery down, so I guess like he assumes his opponent would assume
Sure,
he's playing
sure.
Thragtusks, but it is kind of an issue that he showed it. What do you think about these Volcanic Strengths?
I don't think this is what it's for.
I don't think this is what it's for, but it does give Mountain Walking against a Thragtusk deck. I mean,
I don't think it's that good. I think it's more of an issue that you're committing to a 2-for-1 against the Searing Spear Ultimate Price Dreadbore.
that's fair. I agree that that's probably the worst case scenario for the card.
Though I guess it could push a guy out of Mutilate range, which is interesting. There are only 16 swamps in the deck, so it's very possible that you catch him on like a 4/4 with 3.
Yeah, you'll very frequently be mutilating for only like 3, as he did in that game, I think.
Yeah. Interesting to note, this Mono Blackish deck is running Kessig Wolfrun as one of its lands.
I saw that. Kessig Wolfrun is a very powerful land in Standard.
It's very good with Vampire Nighthawk.
It's also very good with Vampire Nighthawk.
It's a combo.
I like it actually a fair bit with Rakdos Keyrune as well.
Okay.
Just because together those cards present a very awkward threat for a lot of control decks to have to deal with.
That's fair. So it looks like 7s. I see a Cackler.
Looks like
I
Cackler,
like a
Zealot,
Cackler.
and some more spells.
It might be 5 lands, which is why someone's thinking.
I think I see Elysium Mortars as well. He
It
has
looks
that
like
as
Dean is
sideboard.
thinking. Mortars, really?
I thought I saw it. I saw a vaguely reddish corner. I could have been wrong. That could have been a Searing Spear. Those have similar corners.
Yeah. Looks like Dean is thinking about his hand. Keeping Overgrown Tomb on 1. Cackler, go. Everyday usual mono red start.
I don't know. I'm getting more of a feeling on that.
Kessig Wolfrun.
That's not ideal.
Yeah. 16. But that signals that Dean is light on other lands.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
And after such deliberation and a keep, we now know that he is in fact light on lands.
May have kept a 2-lander with a key rune.
Yeah. And multiple Nighthawks from the look of it.
That's fair. Okay. So Dean down to 12. Cackler. Unleash. So Henry now has 2 Cacklers and a Ash Zealot, opting to not play his Stormkirk Noble, instead leaving up Searing Spear. Possibly just going
would
for
play the Noble,
yeah.
I think.
Well,
he drew, passed, played Mutilate, discarded Mutilate, sorry, that's what I meant to say. So yeah, this one looks like it's pretty much all over.
Yeah,
I
think I saw 2 Searing Spears.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Mark immediately. So, yeah, it's a good play against the Ragtusk.
Sure, that's reasonable.
Searing Spear, you. Dean down to 3.
This many. Yeah,
Passes the turn.
Passes the turn.
Backs him in. So, an unfortunate couple games for our mono black-ish deck against the red deck, but
didn't get to see it.